Brethren, hear me today. The world may tell you that love is a game, that a woman must fight, chase, and compete for a man's attention. But I tell you, this is not the way of a woman of God. She does not run after men, for she knows that she is already chosen, already appointed, already set apart. She walks in confidence, knowing that she is worth more than silver and gold. She does not beg for affection, nor does she throw herself at the feet of a man hoping to be noticed. She is not desperate, for her heart is anchored in something greater, her identity in God. A woman of God is not defined by the approval of men. She does not wake up each morning wondering if she is good enough, beautiful enough, or desirable enough. She does not measure herself by the opinions of others, nor does she allow society to dictate her value. She knows, deep within her soul, that she is already chosen, already called, already set apart for a higher purpose. She does not need a man's validation to feel complete, for she understands that her worth is not found in human hands, it is found in the one who created her. The world tells women to chase attention, to dress a certain way, to speak a certain way, to mold themselves into whatever pleases a man. But a woman of God stands firm. She is not desperate for compliments, for her confidence comes from a place much deeper than surface admiration. She does not settle for empty words, fleeting glances, or shallow affections. She walks in the assurance that she is fearfully and wonderfully made. She does not shrink to fit into the expectations of the world because she already knows she is enough in the eyes of her Creator. Brethren, hear me today. A woman who knows her worth does not chase, she attracts. She does not run after love, love finds her. She does not beg for attention, the right man will see her because of who she is. She understands that true love is not built on desperation, but on divine alignment. She would rather walk alone in dignity than run after a man who does not see her value. She refuses to waste her time convincing someone to love her. Because real love is not something that needs to be chased. It is something that is freely given. And let me tell you this, a woman who knows her worth does not tolerate disrespect. She does not allow herself to be treated as an option, as a second choice, as something disposable. She does not compromise her standards just to feel wanted. She walks away from anything that does not honor her, because she knows that she is a daughter of purpose, a woman of destiny, a vessel of greatness. She will not be manipulated by sweet words or swayed by temporary attention. Her focus is on things that last, not things that fade. A woman of God is strong not because of her own power, but because she is rooted in something unshakable. She does not fall apart when a man does not choose her, because she was chosen by God first. She does not feel empty when she is single, because her heart is already full with the love of her Creator. She stands tall, she walks boldly, she moves with grace, because she knows her worth. And that, my brethren, is why she does not chase. She simply waits, knowing that what is meant for her will come in God's perfect time. A woman of God is not consumed with the pursuit of relationships. Her life is not centered around finding a man but fulfilling her divine calling. She wakes up each day with a mission, with a passion, with an assignment that comes from heaven. She knows that she was created for more than just romance. She was created to build, to lead, to nurture, to impact lives, and to carry the light of God into the world. She does not sit idly, waiting for love to give her purpose. No, she is already walking in purpose, already moving in her calling, already doing the work she was designed to do. Brethren, hear me today. A woman who walks in purpose does not chase, she attracts. While others are running after relationships, trying to force love where it does not belong, she is busy fulfilling her destiny. She understands that the right man will see her not because she is desperate for love, but because she is radiating with the power of her calling. A man of God is drawn to a woman who is already whole, already thriving, already moving in the direction that God has set for her. And when the time is right, he will find her not sitting idly, but actively walking in the will of God. Many women lose themselves in the pursuit of love. They abandon their dreams, delay their purpose, and set aside their calling just to chase after a man. But a woman of God refuses to be distracted. She knows that if a relationship is meant for her, it will align with her purpose, not pull her away from it. She will not settle for a love that weakens her, that slows her down, that pulls her away from the path God has laid before her. No, she will keep moving forward, keep building, keep growing until the right one comes alongside her, ready to walk with her, not hinder her. Brethren, let me tell you this. The greatest love stories are not built on chasing, but on divine alignment. A woman of purpose does not have to beg for attention, because her life is already speaking. Her actions, her work, her faithfulness, her commitment to God's plan, these are the things that draw the right man to her. She is not spending her days searching for love. She is spending her days walking in obedience, and in that obedience she knows that love will find her in the right season. A woman of God is confident in divine timing. She does not panic when love does not come on her schedule. She does not settle for less than what God has promised her, simply because she is impatient. She trusts the process. She trusts the waiting. She trusts that God is writing a love story far greater than anything she could orchestrate on her own. While others are desperate for companionship, she is thriving in her purpose, knowing that everything will fall into place at the appointed time. And so, brethren, she does not chase men, because she is too busy chasing after God. She does not waste time running after love, because she is running after her destiny. She walks in purpose, knowing that the man who is meant for her will not need to be chased. He will recognize her worth, honor her calling, and walk with her in the direction that God has set. That is why a woman of God never runs after love. She walks in purpose, and love follows. A woman of God is clothed in confidence, not desperation. She does not beg for attention, nor does she chase after approval. She does not lower herself to fit into the mold of someone else's expectation. She walks with a quiet assurance, knowing that her worth is not determined by how many people notice her, but by the one who created her. She does not need to prove herself, nor does she seek validation from fleeting sources. Her confidence comes from within, from a place that cannot be shaken by the opinions of others. Brethren, a woman of confidence does not settle for temporary attention. The world is filled with those who give empty compliments, who flatter with words but do not respect with actions. But a woman who knows her worth is not moved by such things. She does not allow smooth talk to lower her standards, nor does she entertain those who only seek to waste her time. She stands firm in what she believes, and because of that, she attracts only those who recognize and honor her true value. And let me tell you this, brethren, dignity is not something that can be bought, nor is it something that can be faked. It is the result of a life lived with purpose and self-respect. A woman of God carries herself in a way that demands honor, not through arrogance, but through the way she speaks, the way she moves, and the way she treats others. She does not gossip, she does not belittle, she does not engage in foolishness. Her words are filled with wisdom, and her presence is one of grace and strength. Brethren, listen well. A woman who respects herself will always be respected by others. She does not entertain disrespect, nor does she tolerate being treated as an afterthought. She does not compromise her values for the sake of pleasing someone else. She does not shrink herself to fit into a man's idea of what she should be. She does not beg for love, nor does she settle for a relationship that does not align with her standards. She waits, she walks, she moves with purpose, and because of that she is honored. How many times have we seen women lower their standards just to keep a man? How many have traded their dignity for a few moments of attention, only to be left empty and regretful? But a woman of God does not operate this way. She does not cling to something that is not meant for her. She would rather walk alone in honor than be surrounded by people who do not value her. She does not fear being single because she knows she is never truly alone. God is with her, guiding her steps and preparing her for something far greater than she could imagine. Brethren, hear me well. A confident woman does not beg, she attracts. She does not manipulate, she does not chase, she does not force something that is not meant to be. She walks in her God-given identity, and because of that, the right people gravitate toward her. The man who is meant for her will recognize her dignity, her strength, her unwavering commitment to who she is, and when he comes he will not play games, he will not bring confusion. He will honor her just as she honors herself. And let it be known, confidence is not loud, it is powerful in its silence. It is not boastful, it is steady and unshaken. A woman who knows her worth does not have to announce it. It is evident in how she carries herself, in how she speaks, in how she chooses what to accept and what to walk away from. She does not chase after things that are not meant for her, because she knows that what is truly meant for her will never require her to compromise her dignity. So, I say to you, brethren, a woman of God does not run after affection because she knows she is already loved. She does not seek approval because she has already been chosen. She does not lower her standards because she knows her worth, and because of this she is honored, respected, and cherished, not just by man, but by the God who created her for something far greater than fleeting attention. She exudes confidence, she walks in dignity, and she will never, ever chase. Brethren, hear me today. A woman of God does not step out of alignment with divine order. She knows that it is not her role to pursue, to chase, to initiate what God has designed for a man to do. She walks in wisdom, understanding that the right man, a man of strength, a man of purpose, a man who walks with God, will recognize her value and pursue her with intention. She does not manipulate situations to force love to happen. She does not take matters into her own hands out of impatience or fear. She waits in faith, trusting that what is meant for her will come in God's perfect time. And let me tell you this, the world has twisted the order of things. Society tells women that they must fight for attention, that they must push themselves into a man's life, that they must take the lead if they ever hope to find love. But brethren, this is not the way of a woman of God. She understands that a strong, godly man will step forward, will take the lead, and will pursue her with clarity and honor. She does not have to wonder where she stands with him, for a man who is serious about her will make his intentions known. A woman of God is not desperate. She does not waste time running after a man, hoping to be noticed. She does not call, text, and chase just to keep his attention. No. She allows him to lead because she knows that real love is not built on pursuit, but on alignment. She is secure in herself and in her faith, trusting that when the right man comes he will step forward boldly, ready to cherish, honor, and lead her in the way God intended. And brethren, a man who truly values a woman will not be passive. A man who is sent by God will not leave her confused, uncertain, or questioning where she stands. He will make his intentions clear, he will pursue with honor, and he will lead with confidence. A woman of God understands this. She does not try to take the lead, nor does she try to force love where it does not naturally flow. She knows that love, when it is real, does not have to be chased, it is pursued with purpose. Now, hear me well. A woman who constantly pursues a man will only exhaust herself. She will pour out her energy, her emotions, her time, only to find herself empty, unfulfilled, and disappointed. Why? Because it was never meant to be this way. She was not created to chase after love. She was created to be cherished, to be pursued, to be honored by a man who is willing to step up and take responsibility for her heart. When a man is truly interested, he will not leave her to wonder, he will act. Brethren, listen closely. A woman of God is patient because she trusts in divine timing. She does not rush into relationships out of fear of being alone. She does not settle for a man who is passive, who drags his feet, who refuses to lead with clarity. She waits, she prays, and she remains focused on her purpose. She knows that a man who is truly from God will not be intimidated by her strength, nor will he be hesitant in his pursuit. He will step forward with courage and lead with integrity. And let me tell you, brethren, a woman who allows a man to lead does not make herself weak. No, she is strong in her own right, but she understands the beauty of order. She knows that allowing a man to take his rightful place does not mean she loses her power. It means she walks in wisdom. She recognizes that God has designed relationships to flourish when both man and woman operate in their roles. She does not dominate, she does not control, she does not manipulate. She trusts in the strength of a godly man, and she allows him to step into his rightful place. A woman of God does not fear leadership, she embraces it. She does not resist a man's role out of pride or independence. She knows that a godly man does not lead to oppress but to protect. His leadership is not about control. It is about covering, about guiding, about walking together in strength and unity. And when she finds a man who leads with wisdom, she does not fight against him. She walks beside him, supporting him, encouraging him, and standing strong as his partner. And brethren, hear me. A man who is not willing to lead is not ready to love. A man who is passive, who refuses to take action, who waits for a woman to do all the work is not operating in his divine role. A woman of God understands this. She will not lower herself to beg for love. She will not take on the responsibility of chasing a man who is not willing to pursue her in return. She knows that real love is built on mutual effort, not one-sided pursuit. So I say to you, brethren, a woman of God does not take on the role of the pursuer, because she knows that love should never be forced. She trusts that the right man, the one sent by God, will recognize her value and pursue her with purpose. She waits, not in desperation, but in confidence. She does not run after love. She walks in faith, knowing that what is truly meant for her will never require her to chase.